Namaskar. In last 2 days, I have discussed about narcissism, self-praise. Everybody wants to get appreciation and be appreciated by others. This is basic need of human being a social animal. We want to attract others, to connect others. As many as people be connected, and they should appreciate an individual. The only drawback is there. We think about ourselves. We think that everybody should follow me, follow us. That is the problem. So what we do? We think from outward to inward that should come. But that is a resistance towards the connection. So for connectivity, we have to think from inwards to outwards. We have to go out of self-absorption. This is a kind of self-absorption. We think about ourselves. We do not think for others. And that is the resistance to, that is obstruction to connectivity. Good. Everybody wants appreciation. Everybody should have appreciation. And we have to go out of self-absorption. The principle of pleasure thinking is there. We want to think only those things which give us pleasure. This is possible only when everybody should follow. Everybody should appreciate me or an individual. That is not possible, always. So what we do? We just be empathetic. We resort to empathy. Empathy is a situation in which we put ourselves in the situation of an individual, how he is feeling in the given circumstances. If we manage this empathy in a very right street, we can do more connectivity, we can manage sentiments of others, we can read the minds of others, and once we read the minds of others, it will be very easy for us to connect. So in altogether, just I want to conclude that everybody is suffering from, at a given moment, from self-absorption. Everybody longs for appreciation, and that's why we try to connect the people, attract their attention. So altogether, I am trying to communicate you, to convince you, that narcissism is there always. Everybody has got two parts in their human nature, that is rationalism and irrationalism. If there is irrational in higher quantity, that will be obstruction to our personality development. So our nature should be associated with more rationalism. Now come to narcissism. Everybody is narcissist to some extent or bigger extent. If a person is deeply rooted to narcissism, then it is a disorder. It becomes a personality disorder. You can say NPD, Narcissistic Personality Disorder. And that is just, and the person who is suffering from NPD had to get for consultation, to take medication and other measures. So we have not to go for deep narcissism, we have to come out of. But healthy narcissism is very good. If we have a habit, or if we have the potential to develop our positive, or you can say healthy narcissism, that gives us power to connect with others. We think about others, we put ourselves in batting condition, we think and we put our legs in the shoes of others. How they are feeling, that feeling generates. So the healthy narcissism just gives us a lot of potential, and we should be thinking that action. So concludingly, I am just trying to tell you that everybody suffers from narcissism, everybody has got rational and irrational feeling, everybody is suffering from self-absorption. We have to come out of. And narcissism is not bad, but deep narcissism is a personality disorder. So we have to think for healthy narcissism. If healthy narcissism comes in our behavior, in our nature, that will give you productive potential, productive avenues. So we have to be healthy narcissists, and बहुत सारी चीज़ें आएंगी. I'll try to just communicate many things in through a small. So tomorrow I'll just give some example for a small stories to communicate my feeling that how healthy narcissism is good for human being and it should be a part of our nature. We should go out of self-absorption. We should think from inward to outward, from within to outwards, to think for others, and that will be the very happiness. So आज के लिए इतना ही. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you very much.